The Serious Fraud Office, SFO, has developed a lucrative model of targeting large companies in bribery and corruption cases, striking a Deferred Prosecution Agreement, DPA, to suspend criminal charges and extracting a sizable financial penalty. Last month, the SFO agreed a €991 million, £831 million, DPA with planemaker Airbus as part of a €3.6 billion deal with prosecutors in France and the US to stave off prosecution for wholesale bribery around the world over many years. SFO Director Lisa Osofsky told the BBC, "It's a very good win for the taxpayer." However, despite the successful conclusion of its seventh DPA, the SFO has not yet convicted a single executive in relation to these cases. Lock upMPs and corruption campaigners say that individuals responsible for financial crime need to be held to account. Kevin Hollinrake MP, co-chair of the all-party parliamentary group on fair business banking, says, "Big business often sees fines as simply a cost of doing business. Unless we start successfully prosecuting and jailing those responsible, corruption, fraud and bribery will continue." Susan Hawley, Director of Policy at Corruption Watch, points to the pursuit of former Volkswagen executives in Germany and the US in relation to the emissions rigging scandal as an example to follow. "When you see the heads of Volkswagen walk away in chains, that has a really enormous impact on changing corporate behaviour," she says. City AM spoke to ex-prosecutors, former government ministers and white-collar crime lawyers to establish why it is so difficult to get convictions in corruption cases and to ask what could be done to better hold individuals to account. Bribery convictions ain't easy. The task of convicting companies or individuals in fraud and corruption cases is not an easy one. Investigations can generate huge numbers of documents, 30 meters in the Airbus probe, which is a big problem for prosecutors who have to ensure they have disclosed any evidence to the defense that may weaken the prosecution case. Trials are often long and complicated with defendants who do not fit the profile of the stereotypical criminal. Juries struggle with white-collar criminals. They don't look like criminals in the sense of what Southwark juries will often see, a former SFO lawyer says. Some former prosecutors argue the SFO needs to approach cases differently, focusing on trying to find limited, individual examples of wrongdoing and bringing charges, rather than trying to prosecute the full extent of alleged wrongdoing. Ex-head of fraud at the SFO Stuart Alford QC, now a partner at Latham & Watkins, said, "There is a danger of focusing attention on the corporate settlement and pushing towards that, and in doing so not giving enough time and attention and building into that settlement enough of the terms that would help with the prosecution of individuals." Ben Morgan, ex-joint head of bribery and corrupt. For more on this story, visit the news article link.